Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another watch along from the World Cup here on Let's Get Ready Network's Good Friends, Better Rivals channel. I'm Adelia. Justin's with me again, and we're here to watch Korea Republic versus Czechia. Justin, how you doing tonight?
Pretty good. Now, with the why is it named Korea Republic and not just South Korea?
I think technically Korea Republic is the name of the country. We just all refer to it as South Korea.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah. This is Czechia's first time back in the World Cup since 2006. So these players were all kids, basically, when the World Cup, their country was last in the World Cup. So will be interesting. The South Koreans made it to the quarterfinals, I think, round of 16 quarterfinals, something like that, in the last World Cup. They're a very good squad. Hello, Alex. How are you?
What up?
Justin, you don't watch soccer that often.
Mm-hmm.
But you watched the first game today with me. What are your thoughts so far on the World Cup?
I talked about it a little bit during that live stream. Like, I'm almost going into this game, like, almost hoping that nobody scores, like, for a while. Maybe, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't happen until, like, halftime. The reason why I say that is it'd be cool to see, like, at least a half of, like, amped up, like, go for it all. We got to do the thing. We're going to play our game plan. Because in that first game, Mexico scored, and then it was just like they took immediately. It wasn't like we're going to make it to a certain part in the game and take our foot off the gas. It was like immediately taking our foot off the gas kind of situation.
What's up, Osmond? Thanks for joining us. We're getting ready, almost at kickoff. They're in Guadalajara now. So both the games today were in Mexico. Korea Republic versus Czechia, officially. Fox is calling them South Korea, because that's what most people know them as.
Yeah, I was just asking that because I didn't really pretty much know about that. I didn't know if there was something special where they added something, that's technically not just the country.
No. There's a bunch of countries in this World Cup that have different names than we know them as. So, like, Ivory Coast is Côte d'Ivoire, which is Ivory Coast in French. And what's the other one? Turkey is Turkia. And, yeah, so lots of stuff. A little different in the FIFA stuff. Cape Verde is Cabo Verde, officially. But
6'3" defender.
Are
you live right now?
Big Daddy.
Czech team, I know Thomas Souček, I know Vladimir Kufal, Patrick Schick. Not too much about the rest of them, though. So we will see. Yeah. I might know who Ladislav Krejčí is. That name sounds familiar. All right, we're huddling up. Last words to each other before the game kicks off. Stadium looks full.
Yeah, pretty close to it.
I don't know why we had to point out most of the people there are wearing Mexico jerseys. Obviously, a lot of the people there are going to be Mexicans who are proud of their team winning the opening game earlier.
What's like that game that happened, that friendly I was talking about that happened in Auburn, and me and you were talking about like how many fans. There was a decent amount of fans of like the two teams there, but there was at least a little more than 50% like Auburn fans, because when the eagle flew, they all started doing the natural like war eagle thing that happens. while the eagle's flying. And there's like no way that like, I mean, maybe some of these people had friends to tell them about it, but there's no way the foreigners that came to watch like the two teams knew what to do at that moment.
Yeah. So we have Korea Republic in the red and black and Czechia in all white. And we're underway. Early throw in for the Koreans. This commentary pairing from Fox is my least favorite of the Fox commentary pairings. I just find Warren Barton very annoying.
Which one is that one?
The man of the commentary pairing. The lead commentator here is Jackie Oatley. Yeah, Korea is always very well prepared, Osman, you're right. They did an altitude training camp in Utah before the tournament, which will serve them well, I think, because they're playing at altitude tonight in Guadalajara. 75 degrees, 65% humidity. Yes, we will be having the cooling breaks.
Yeah, that's kind of weak. It should have to be at least 85 or above or something. Come on. Man.
I agree. There's going to be games that kick off at 9 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah, like...
that they have cooling breaks in.
Almost no matter where they're going to be at, yeah, it's not going to be that hot.
Yeah. I mean, it during the day, I could see those games getting warm in places like Kansas City and stuff, but Dallas, but maybe not even Dallas. Shug is going for Czechia. Okay.
I don't care. America's going to win. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's the way I'm going in this.
Shug is booing Korea.
I'm looking at dead men walking right here because they're going to get their pants handed to them by the United States, the Americans.
I love that Shug has booed Korea so badly that there's a fish in the boo. You triggered an emoji. That's funny to me. Like I said, this is the Czechs' first time back at the World Cup in 20 years. So all of these guys are first time World Cup. The Koreans, a good portion of the squad was there 4 years ago. Yeah, that's a throw in, I think, for Czechia. Or a goal kick, one of the two. The Korean striker is Sung Hyun-min. He used to play for Tottenham Hotspur. Now he plays for LAFC in MLS. He's very good. Very good. It was a free kick, not throw-in. Okay. Korea has one of the best central defenders in the world in Kim Min-jae from Bayern Munich. But beyond those two players, I don't know a ton about the squad. But so far, I will say there is a willingness on both teams to try to get the ball forward.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'd be interested. I'm going to see if all the teams take the same kind of stance that happened in that first game today.
Yeah. Who is Czechia's coach? Do you know anything about him? His name's... Let me look up his name, Osmond. Their coach is Miroslav Kubek. Let's see, what do we know about Miroslav Kubek? He is a manager and former player that used to be a goalkeeper. He's 74 years old. He's was the coach of Victoria Pilsen before he became the coach of the Czech national team. He's coached a lot of Czech clubs, actually. He was hired in March to lead the. No, excuse me. He was hired in December, and then in March he led the team to the playoffs. You were censored because you triggered an emoji. That's it. I didn't censor you.
Who's saying that?
Shug.
Oh, God.
Because when he said "boo Korea," there's a fish emoji in the middle of the boo. But yeah, I don't know too much about Czechia's coach Osmond, but hopefully it's a good fit for them.
Oh, look at
and
this
him.
guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Working the bean there. Look at him.
That's a wonderful ball. I am not trying to silence you.
Say working the bean.
Working the bean over here. That was a terrible crosser.
It's just a cross, Justin. No, Shug. No, I am not. If you would like to come on the stream, I can send you the link.
He knows how to get here.
He doesn't, though.
Oh, okay. Gotta watch that. Sometimes you get a little head knocker.
Why did it say we went live twice? That's very weird.
Did you go live on multiple things besides just the YouTube?
No, just YouTube. It said we went live at the same YouTube link twice in the Discord, so my apologies to everyone that just got 2 at everyone notifications. We're going to keep these watch-alongs going all through the weekend and into next week. Ooh, that was a nice block. We're going to have a lot of watch-alongs for this World Cup. A lot. So if you would be so kind, please subscribe and come hang out with us during the World Cup.
Hell yeah. South Korea trying to put something together here. Can they work a little magic on the pitch? Oh, look at that foul. Look at that foul.
That was a clear foul. If you're going to do that, Krejčí, you have to be a little more, hey, Brodney, how's it going? If you're going to do that, Krejčí, you have to be a little more not obvious about it. He just flat out shoved him to the ground.
Yeah, it didn't look that bad until he did a little bit more of an extension.
Yeah. How's it going tonight, Brodney? We're watching Korea and Czechia.
Right now, we're getting together for a chess piece here.
Set piece, not chess piece. That was a terrible, terrible set piece.
But they got it back.
Horrible free kick. They got it back, though. That's offside, I think. Offside flag stayed down? I was surprised at that. The Czech players, one thing I do know about them is they are very, very tall for the most part. A lot of height in the back line.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you here. They're playing against the Koreans.
Well, it's not about
They're usually
them playing against the Koreans. I'm not censoring Shug. Shug put too many O's in boo, and it turned into an emoji.
Wait, who's trying to take Shug's... somebody trying to take a side or what?
Yeah, Brodney said stop trying to censor Shug.
Oh, bro, come on, Brodney.
No one is censoring anyone.
Shug needs to censor himself half the time. What are we talking about here?
Oh, that was a great ball. It's going out for a corner. Okay. Yeah, please like and subscribe, guys. Really appreciate it. It'll really help out the channel. Trying to get to 500 subscribers in the next week or so. Help us out, please.
Now, this is the biggest question I have, probably even the most important question to be asked all week going into the knockout rounds. We talked about earlier about the jerseys and the sets they bring.
Mm-hmm.
How do the goalies know what they're wearing?
There is literally officials from each federation. This game's in Guadalajara, Shug. There are officials. That's a terrible cross, too. Terrible corner kick. There's officials from each federation will meet with an official from FIFA. The colors that the teams will wear will be decided, and at that same time, the colors the goalies will wear will be decided. So the goalies have several color options. There's a home, away, and third kit for pretty much every team in the World Cup. There's different shirt and short color combinations. There's a lot.
Yeah, it just looks like the goalies don't even get to pick their stuff. It just looks like they just randomly get thrown a set of stuff to wear.
Well, no. The teams themselves do not pick. The players don't pick what they're wearing. The officials who meet and determine the Oh, that was a great ball. Oh, blocked.
The Czechs they got lucky.
They did. That was some decent defense from the Czechs. He's onside. Look at that. His touch let him down. He passes it back to Sonny, and Sonny gets blocked. That's a better... Oh, that was better. Still over the top of the goal, but that was better from the Koreans.
I didn't realize you have couples therapy behind you.
Mm-hmm. Doing cross merchandising.
Cross promotion.
Yeah. Same thing. Close to it anyway.
Yeah.
Korea's over here dominating.
Korea's really settled into the game better than the Czechs have.
Yeah, we are literally just staying on this side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Then the good point is the score hasn't happened yet, so both teams are still high energy. Both teams are still looking like they're in there.
Yeah. Rodney asking anybody we should be paying attention to in particular in this one. For the Koreans, I'd say Sung Hyun-min, Sonny. He's number 7 in red. That was a great save. And then for the Czechs, Patrick Schick. I'm not sure what number he's wearing. He's the Czech goal scoring threat. So that was a great save.
For the Koreans, I'm going to go to number 2.
Okay.
He's my man to watch. And I'm going to go 22 on the Czech side. I'm going to stay with the 2s on this one.
Okay.
22 and 2.
All right, Justin.
I think 2's the right winger. For the Koreans.
Oh. Let's see here.
I love how the Koreans have been keeping the pressure on.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, though, they've had so much possession and everything that they kind of really need to score soon. Because they're just letting...
What a steal. He's out there dribbling.
Oh.
I don't even know what happened
That's a corner kick for the Czechs. Number 2 for... You said number 2 for Korea?
Yep.
That is Hwang In-beom, who is their right-sided center back, I guess, because he's the right side of the 3-back.
Mm-hmm.
And no, Brandy, it's okay. I don't mind Justin being here. I actually prefer it because I don't like doing these things alone. Ferris is at work, Brodney. Shug says we're about to watch Korea get barbecued. Korean barbecue all day. Shug, that's not very nice.
If they get some action in here, I'm literally the best to have on something like this.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh,
Sonny?
is that a penalty?
That's not a penalty. It'd have to be in the box for that, but that's definitely a free kick.
Oh, I'm just calling anything that's like, hey, the referee's got to step in as a penalty.
No, a penalty is a specific thing in soccer.
So what would that be?
A penalty in soccer would be inside
I'm saying, what would that be that just happened? I mean, is that a foul?
Oh, that's a foul, and this is a free kick.
Oh, I knew the free kick part.
Yeah.
I love how they have spray paint with them.
Ferris may not be on watch-alongs until, like, Tuesday, actually. And maybe not even then, because he might have to work. So we'll see when Ferris shows up on a watch-along.
I always saw how brave you had to be those two dudes standing in front of the ball.
Yeah. That didn't curve enough.
So does this other team like to push? Because I see them pushing a lot.
Well, who's that?
The Czechs.
They're bigger, so sometimes it's going to look like they push and they're not actually pushing.
I literally saw them push 2 people.
Yeah, they have definitely done that so far.
It's like Shaq back in the day, though, like in basketball and stuff like that. If you're so much bigger than people, sometimes it looks like you do something and you really don't.
Korea's had 65% possession of the ball. Czechia with 25%, and this weird in-contest thing that they're doing, 10% of the ball. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Never see that. It's possession's just always split between the two sides. That was good defending. Brodney wishes he could have gotten tickets to one of the games. The atmosphere is always incredible. Absolutely. I wish they would have put some games in Denver, because I would have figured out a way to go. That's offside.
We got a couple of games around here, but the problem is, bro, the tickets are freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, the tickets are expensive. FIFA is corrupt. They're one of the most corrupt organizations on Earth. There's a 4-part documentary series on Netflix about how corrupt they are, if anybody's interested in watching it, called FIFA Uncovered.
Yep.
And, Brandy, I don't know that you would have been able to get him tickets. Tickets are astronomically expensive. So.
Super expensive.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That's not worth it to me.
Mm-mm. Not when you can sit at home and watch and get possibly a better view.
About the tickets, because remember we were looking them up. I think it was yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, and those are astronomical prices for the seats you were looking at.
Yeah, what was the price of the tickets?
No, it was the ones I saw for 300. Remember, right near not too far from the field, there were like 3 something.
Oh, yeah, I guess. That's
those
the exception to the rule.
No.
Yeah, those
for
are...
a ticket or for
there
both
was
tickets?
Ones for $1,700 that I saw.
Oh, yeah, no.
The
Obviously.
$50 one.
But $300 is still like a lot to go to an event. Like a sporting event.
Listen, $300 for anything, like, is not that bad lately.
Oh, God.
Okay. Shug's here.
Yeah, I'm
But
here.
he's not
Hey.
on camera.
If we get 10 subscribers in the next 30 minutes, Shug will show us his camera.
No, you do not want to see that right now. It is hot in California right now. And I'm dying. Let's go check.
You got to bring back the leggings, Shug, to help us out.
Oh, hell
I have to find them first.
Oh, God. Let's not and say we did.
no.
Or let's say we did.
And
still
do
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
No. Please, no. Never again.
You know what's
The
crazy?
leggings.
When they were panning around the stadium, like, if this isn't Guadalajara, how so many people from other countries there, and it's kind of dope. Like
Yeah.
Guadalajara, I mean, it's a more safer place than like Tijuana or whatever. But
What a lot of the traveling fans will do is like not if they're more neutral, but just want to go to the World Cup. They don't want to follow their team around. They'll get tickets in a city to multiple games. So they'll be like, I don't know, Irish and at this game or whatever, you know, because they decided to go to Guadalajara and watch the games. Brodney says South Korea is better. Shug is always on the wrong side of history.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, the Czechs already pissed me off because they're like the first team to like shoot it all the way back to the goal.
First off, Brodney, you don't even know anything about soccer. Okay, Korea is not the better team. Look at them. Korean barbecue all night. Czechs about to blow them out of the water.
Again, I would like to say that Czechia has qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 20 years. Meanwhile, South Korea, I believe, was in the quarterfinals at the last one.
Yeah, that don't mean nothing.
They got
That
lucky.
don't mean. Yeah,
No,
they got lucky.
they're good. They're a very good team. But the Czechs with a corner here. So we will see how this goes. Yeah, see, you can kind of see there how much taller the Czechs are than...
Listen, I was thinking Korea was going to probably win this matchup, but then they just showed a close-up of that one Czech guy, and he looks like he's a serial killer. So now I'm switching. Like, that dude, I don't want to go up against him.
He looks like a dude, the villain from a Bourne movie.
Did you say Bourne or Porn?
No, Bourne. You know Jason Bourne?
I was like, I don't think they have villains.
I don't know. You ever watch For the Story?
Oh my god. Can we please change the subject?
Yeah, we got a serial killer over here hitting the ball backwards.
Giveaway to the Koreans. That's a foul.
I want to see the replay on that one.
Man, the flopping going on.
Or it might not be a foul, actually. It might not be a foul, actually. It's the hydration break. It was probably a foul, but the hydration break. So here we go with commercials in the middle of a game. I hate this. I'm going to bring this up every watch along because it's so annoying.
I mean, they got to pay for it, though, dude. That's the problem.
Do you think this is what? Yeah. Do you think this is why soccer's not as big in the United States?
No. I don't think it's that. I just think they have to pay for all this, so they're gonna run the ads because all these companies are paying them to run the ads.
They're paying Fox. They're not paying FIFA.
I'm sure FIFA. But I'm sure FIFA gets a cut of it.
They had a good reason for it. I get it, but like if it's 75 degrees like that place, out. What, like in the other countries that we would have played in, they wouldn't have warmer temperatures during summer either? I mean, does it not get 75 degrees like in Korea or something, you know? Like,
see, Brodney has it correct. No commercials was one of the best things about soccer. Now we've got basically quarters because of the commercial break in the middle of the first half and the second half. I hate it.
I agree. I don't care for the commercials, but that's the reason they're doing it. And if you think about it, people that are watching it that are in the United States are used to it. So
the people watching in other countries are not running ads right now. I guarantee you that.
Well, the thing I'm bringing up is I think there is a reason to do them on some games, but the reason why we're doing them on all games is because I think two things can be true. We may have needed this in a couple of games, but the big reason why it's every game is because they get to run commercials and they got to sell ads. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. This is that commercial I think you were talking about, Justin, with Mike Eruzione.
Yep.
That's great. I love that. I love that commercial.
You don't believe in miracles, you idiot. Get out of here.
Oh, it's a Fox commercial. I was wondering what it was for. And we're back. I I just hate it because one of the most fascinating things to me during these hydration breaks is like watching the tactical adjustments and everything being made. And what are we doing here? He keeps blowing his whistle and oh, his jersey got ripped. He needs a new jersey.
What happens if they forgot to bring an extra one?
Oh no, they have extra ones. But you can't play with a ripped jersey like that.
Oh, damn. I thought for a second there he wasn't wearing underwear. I was like, damn, dude, what's up with you, bro?
What happened here? Oh, it just grabbed and ripped. There we go.
I mean, that should be a penalty right there.
Well, it was a foul.
Bro, that guy is fluorescent white. Good God, go get some sun, man.
And yet he still has more color than I do.
No, I don't believe that.
Yes. Yes.
That man was
Bruh.
fluorescent. You turn off the lights,
I didn't know that was. I thought we was watching The Invisible Man for a minute.
No. I thought you were going to comment on the heart rate monitor he was wearing that made it look like he was wearing a bra. But
Yeah, I was like, that's a weird choice in undershirt.
those are heart rate monitors. All the players are wearing them.
Is that because they're afraid somebody will pass out on the field?
No,
It's happened more than well. No. There's data that comes from him for sure, steps and miles run and stuff like that. But there have been, unfortunately, way too many instances in recent memory of people collapsing and sometimes dying on the pitch. So it's good that they wear them. I mean, Christian Eriksen in the 2020 Euros collapsed and nearly died and had to be shocked back to life with one of those defibrillators.
Oh, like
Oh, what a
On the
move
pitch.
by the Korean here. Oh, God.
That was
look
great.
at him.
Oh, good foot in by the Czechs. But Christian Eriksen got a pacemaker put in to prevent that from happening, and then it happened in the middle of a match, friendly for this World Cup. Or not the World Cup, just a friendly, because Denmark didn't qualify for the World Cup. But
we're glad about the Dutch not making it.
the Dutch made it. That's the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
The Danish
What
is
a-
Denmark.
Whatever. Dutch, Danish, I don't know. Same shit. Shut up, Justin. You act like you know. You're Alabama freaking education. Shut up. The only thing you know is Auburn and fucking War Eagle. Get the fuck out of here. What is this now called? Korea? They're like the Republican of something?
Korea Republic.
Okay. So that's no longer South Korea, right?
I believe the official name of the country might be Korea Republic, and that's why they go by that in FIFA.
Gotcha. What? He didn't even hit him. Oh my god. These soccer players are straight floppers. Good lord.
Unfortunately, a lot of them are, yes. Holden, get up.
The announcer's telling us things that Adelia's been saying for like the last hour.
So technically, their actual technical name for the country is Republic of Korea.
There you go.
They say Korea Republic just because it's a shorter thing.
Way of saying it.
And the reason why that is because both North and South Korea claim to be the legitimate government of the entire Korean peninsula.
Yeah. I believe the North Koreans, when they are in, North Korean women qualify for the Women's World Cup occasionally. I believe they're DPR Korea, like the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, which is funny.
No, that is kind of funny. It sucks they've been hating each other for so long, but...
Yeah.
Oh, now the Czechs has got them on the run now because they're starting to pass. The Koreans are now starting to pass it back to their goalie. Matter of fact, the Koreans are so into passing it to the goalie, the one goalie passed it all the way to the other goalie. Is that a goal? If the goalie hits it and it happens to go all the way across?
It is.
Has anybody ever done that?
I don't know if a goalkeeper has, but somebody has definitely scored a goal from their own half before.
I know. In hockey, it's happened.
Yeah.
That happens all the time. Has there ever been a time in like a game that was important that they actually pulled the goalie like in hockey?
No. They won't pull the goalkeeper, but they will if they're like down a goal and they need one to tie or win. Not win, but tie a game at the very end. And they get like a corner kick, they'll send the goalkeeper up to try to score the goal. Be an extra person in the box. Appreciate everyone watching along with us. If you'd please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, we'd really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. We're at 486, so every bit helps. Thank you.
Hey, Suge?
Yes, sir.
You know how like how much more fun this would be if it was full contact?
Oh, clotheslining the shit out of each other?
Hell yeah, bro. There's out there, it's like, oh, hell yeah.
So, dude, getting drop kick with spikes.
You know, maybe that rule,
Whoa.
maybe that move could be illegal.
Whoa. Penetrating from behind. I don't know about that one. Man, that guy's legs are fucking huge. Good lord.
Keep an eye out on too there for the Koreans. He's really good. He's sneaky good.
He's a center back.
Yep.
What is he good at besides defending?
Oh, he's going in there. He penetrates. He penetrates sometimes.
Okay. They're trying to play out from the back. Sometimes I think they need to kick it long and try to get Sun to run on it.
Bro, if it's me, if I'm like the coach, I'm just always saying, like, kick the hell out of that ball. Try your best
Most
to stay
teams
on
nowadays
sides.
will play out from the back, though. That's a free kick.
When's the last time we seen a fight in a FIFA game?
There's been a lot of pushing and shoving and stuff like that in a lot of the friendlies leading up to the World Cup because this tournament means so much to everybody. Last time we saw a legitimate fight that I can remember was USA-Mexico a couple years ago in the Nations League final. Or was that the semifinal? Semifinal.
Of course, Mexico and U.S. would get in a fight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a legitimate fight.
Bro, there was fighting allowed. United States would be winning these tournaments all day long. Because I actually think that's one of the differences. I'm joking about the fighting part, obviously, but what I was about to get to is, like, I do think there's a difference in how, like, the game is played because of, like, all the other sports that America is good in and great in and, like, all the major league sports and stuff like that. is you're not supposed to, until recently basketball didn't do this either. You're not it's looked down upon to be a flopper and all this stuff. So all these other nations don't give a crap about that, but you would see America like sometimes probably need to flop to give their boys like a little bit of a rest or something like that because they're tired, and they wouldn't do it most of the time.
Yeah.
And you'd be playing like France, and like half their team would just hit the ground. Because it is looked down upon in our country, like to be a flopper. Like even in basketball today, even though it's allowed and some players do it, like they get crucified like on the internet and stuff about how like crappy they are and how they get hated on.
You remember when they had those fucking big old horns?
The vuvuzelas.
Yes,
they still do every now and then, I think.
They banned them.
Oh shit! Yeah, I heard something just then. It sounded like one, so somebody might have.
No, that's not a vuvuzela. Vuvuzelas sound like a horde of bees.
I think this is a little flopper action. Let me see the replay. Bro, give this guy like a little bit of a break here.
No, he kicked him in the leg.
He's going for the ball.
It doesn't matter. You can't kick someone in the leg like that.
Come on, man. That wasn't nothing.
I'd like to see someone with spikes on the bottom of their shoes kick you in the leg then, Justin.
Girl, like they got pads.
I volunteered Adelia to do it to Justin.
Yeah.
They don't have pads. What are you talking about?
They have shin guards.
Yeah, they have shin guards.
Do you know how small some of the shin guards these guys are wearing these days are?
If he wanted to wear a smaller
and there's not shin guards on the side or back of your leg where he got kicked.
I didn't see him get kicked there, so we're going to have to go back and see another replay or something.
Yeah, they're not going to show another replay. He just stood on the ball there instead of kicking it. That was a great pass. Oh, son, just too high.
Got greedy. He got greedy. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, Hungman over there.
That's Sonny. Just call him Sonny.
Yeah, I'm not going to be... most of these names, it's not going to be.
When does Ronaldo play?
Let me see when Portugal's first game is.
Is he old too? Because I know like Messi's getting old.
Portugal is 41 years old.
Portugal is 41 years old?
Cristiano is 41 years old.
How old is Messi?
Messi's going to turn 39 during this tournament. Sonny plays for LAFC, Brodney.
Hey, man, this might be the time for the U.S. to step in and do it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got these superstars that are just old now. They're not going to be able to do what they used to do.
Oh! Wide.
Bro.
He wants that back.
Yeah, give it to number 2.
Number 2, again, is the center back.
Yeah, they should have gave it to him. I'm pretty sure he could.
Portugal's first game is Wednesday.
Against who?
Against the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Are we watching that one?
It's at noon my time, so 10 a.m. your time. We can watch that one, yeah.
Okay. I want to see Cristiano Ronaldo.
What?
Oh, when is that one?
Wednesday at 1 p.m. your time.
Is it 2 or 3 games tomorrow?
There are 2 games tomorrow. And then there are 3 games on Saturday, and then there are 4 games on Sunday. Yeah.
Will they be having them during the week?
Yeah.
Okay. And on group play, it's just each team basically round robins. They just play each team in the group.
Team in the group, yeah. So each team that comes to the tournament is guaranteed to play a minimum of 3 games. If you make it to the knockout stage, then you'd play more. But
I think the Czechs are just like, let's get it to halftime, guys. We're gonna go back in there.
there's another 5 minutes till halftime, plus stoppage time. I don't know how much stoppage time we'd get, but there's supposed to be at least 3 minutes for the cooling break.
Yeah, if you get any less than 3 minutes, then that's another thing that's like stupid as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I get doing it during a friendly because it's not really like a real game, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because it sounded like they were counting the goals. Like I think somebody
That's a free kick for Czechia.
there's like a like I think Messi scored and they were like, well, it's like his 110th goal and like so.
Oh
I guess
yeah,
they count
oh
some
yeah.
of the stats.
Goals scored in friendlies count towards the international stats of players, but it's different in a. They're just not playing for anything. That's a friendly. It's just a, hey, let's play each other kind of thing. That's why they introduced the Nations Leagues, which is to try to stop there being so many friendlies and have there be something to play for, except that all the Nations League games are, except for USA-Mexico, which is never a glorified friendly. It's just a glorified friendly.
Well, I mean, America has MLS now, you know.
America's had MLS for a long time.
Yep. But they didn't have, like, I'm 45 years old. Like, they didn't have that shit back in the day. It's been...
You're
How many
45.
years has it been going?
Justin, you're 45.
Yeah.
You look 55.
Yeah, I'm younger than Brandy.
Not by
the-
much.
The league was founded in December of 1993. I don't think it started playing until 1995.
And it wasn't, like... It's starting to get bigger now. More of a
No.
presence. Like, I don't know
So
if they had
basically, what
TV
it
deals
is
until-
basically what it is if the U.S. wanted to host the 1994 World Cup. So in exchange for FIFA awarding us the rights to host the 1994 World Cup, U.S. Soccer promised to establish a Division I professional soccer league. That was Major League Soccer. Was officially formed in February of '95. The first match was held on April 6, 1996.
All right.
Yeah, I remember 96.
It's starting to get a little bigger. Like here in the States.
It is. There's a lot more soccer fans in the States than I think people give credit for, because not everybody is necessarily a fan of MLS, but they're a fan of Bayern Munich or Real Madrid or Arsenal or Chelsea or, you know, whatever.
As far as the big leagues go, like where would you say MLS is?
Oh, I think a lot of people still think MLS is a retirement league. This is where the good players from Europe come to make money one last time before they retire. That's why Messi's playing in Miami right now.
Right,
Isn't that
but
like
like,
David Beckham came here?
but like,
Yep.
so how many major leagues are there? Like, I'm talking about like the big.
Oh,
like,
every country has a league, basically.
no,
There's
I'm saying like
there's the big 5 leagues in Europe. I don't know where I'd rank MLS, like, honestly. I'd have to think about that some more.
is it like one of the top 10 leagues in the world?
I don't know, because you gotta consider the South American leagues and the leagues in Mexico, League in Mexico, and I don't even know next to nothing about the Asian leagues. It's definitely the biggest league in North America that is not in Mexico. I think the Mexican league is still bigger because it's more established. It's been around longer.
Yeah. Because they can't afford an American football team.
No, it just has a tradition over there. I went to
No,
some
it's like the
South-
reason why like American pro football isn't in more places is because it's got a way higher entry level. Like as far as like having the money to have not just stadiums, which you could use the soccer stadiums for football stadiums, but the pads, all the stuff you have to have for football to work costs way more.
Yeah.
Soccer's a freaking ball aired up. Like, that's all you need. Well, you also need the nets, obviously. But that's it. Like football, you got goalposts, you got all the armor you wear, helmets, and everything else.
Yeah. There was, for a while, an American Football World Cup. I discovered it one day when I was just browsing Wikipedia. The U.S. Sent like a bunch of like Division III college kids and won. But I believe Japan won once. I have to look it up again. But
that's pretty interesting because there are some countries, obviously, that could do it if they wanted to. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you because, like, and this is just because of college football and some of the recruiting. There are countries in Europe, especially, that are trying to at least do a little thing with American football because we're getting recruits and they've actually played.
That was a nice move. That was almost a goal.
Score.
That'll go up for throw-in. 3 minutes of added time, or a minute and a half, basically through it.
Bro, that pass was so bad, half the team in Korea just sat there and watched it for a second.
Yep, that was a bad pass. The Koreans are completing a lot of passes. Let me see if I can get data on that. Did he keep that in? Wow.
I'll say this, the Czechs defense is like doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's a bailout shot. The Koreans have completed 186 passes so far. The Czechs have completed 132. We've had just one shot on goal that produced the save from the Czech goalkeeper. And, yeah.
What does shot on goal mean? That it had a chance to go in?
Yeah.
So, like, one that goes over the net, like, completely
that's not a shot
count.
on goal, no. A shot on goal is a shot that either draws a save or it becomes a goal. And it's halftime.
They didn't even go the full 3 minutes. No, never mind.
No, they did. They did. So that's halftime. 0-0. I think this has been a better game so far, though, than the Mexico-South Africa game earlier.
Yeah, that's like I said. Mexico scored, and that was it.
Yeah.
This one, I'll be excited to see like what's happening after halftime. What's going to be like? Maybe some changes get made. Maybe the Czechs like come out there and start like really kicking after it after they've been kind of defensive this first half.
Osmond says the skill level of the team so far seems higher than the past. Yeah, I'd agree, Osmond. I think players are becoming more skilled because they have to hang with their teammates at club level and things like that. So
I'll be right back.
okay. Well, just Shug, you still there?
Yep, sorry.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the first half?
I like what I saw. Like you said, a little bit more better than what we saw from Mexico,
South Africa.
South Africa. But I think you saw the difference. I think you saw the difference in skill from South Africa and Mexico compared to you.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Like, Mexico just looked like the better team.
Yeah.
compared to like.
These two teams seem more even.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah, I completely agree with that. We'll see how it goes in the second half, but I think a lot of people thought Korea would win this walking away, like easily.
Handily. Yeah.
But not the case so far. The Czechs have been very solid defensively. I'd say that the Koreans have definitely had more of the offensive side of the ball. They've spent more time in the Czechs side of the pitch and everything. Osmond says, I did. I don't know what you mean by that, Osmond. I think that the Koreans are definitely having the better chances on goal. But when the Czechs got down there for their chances on goal, they looked dangerous. So this is still anybody's game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Osmond. I'm really tired. So I did probably mean something that is very simple, and I just can't think of what it is. While we're in commercial break at halftime here, I want to say thank you to everyone who is watching. Appreciate you all. Please like the video. Share the video if you want. Subscribe to the channel. That really helps us out the most. Leave us some comments in the chat. What are you thinking about how the game has started so far? Who do you think is going to win in the second half? Or is it going to be a draw? So let me know. Osmond expected Korea to dominate a little more. Yeah, I think that Korea definitely has the stronger offensive threats. But the Czechs look very solid defensively. So we will see. We've got Rob Stone, Carly Lloyd, Clint Dempsey, and Stu Holden. Brodney's very disappointed in Sonny so far. He's had some good chances. It's just they're getting defended very well by the Czechs. So. Oh, my back hurts. Great save there in the replay from the Czech goalkeeper. I don't know the Czech goalkeeper's name, but this was a good move from Sonny. Just wide. I will say they said on the pregame show that Sonny hasn't scored a goal in MLS in a while, and people thought that he was saving it for the World Cup. And he seems to just be a little off with the aim when he is kicking towards goal. But we'll see. Osmond says good game, but I want to see some goals. Absolutely. Brodney says, I know it's a bigger deal when it's every 4 years, but I wish this was an annual event. Yeah, if it was an annual event, it would lose some of the mystique about the whole thing, and it wouldn't be quite as prestigious, and these players would be utterly exhausted all the time, because most of these players finished their club season 2 weeks ago. They're going to play this World Cup till July 19th. They'll get maybe a month, maybe if they're lucky, off. Some of them will be back in training camp by the end of this World Cup. So for the next season at their clubs. So it's. The COVID year really screwed with the schedule. Because the season coming out of COVID, the 21-22 season, was the year when the World Cup was in the middle of club season. Because they moved it to December because it was in Qatar. And then they did Euro 2021 which was supposed to be Euro 2020, the summer before it. So basically we had the Euros, like 2 to 3 months of a club season. Then they went and played a World Cup. It was crazy. And I just feel like the players just don't get enough rest. They need, and it affects the beginnings of seasons. Like, teams can get off to bad starts because their star player isn't ready to play yet because he played in a tournament over the summer. That's why I'm so mad that Arsenal is now qualified for the Club World Cup when that happens again in 3 years, because I don't want them to go. I don't want them to be in a tournament in the middle of summer when they could be sitting on a beach somewhere and resting for the next season. But that's a me thing, I guess. Premier League starts in August. Yes, beginning of August. So just think about that. This tournament ends July 19th, and the Premier League, I believe, will start the first weekend in August. Let's see if we have a date for that yet.
My bestie and your bestie, sitting by the fire.
What are you singing?
I'm just singing.
Okay.
I forget that we're live. I'm just thinking.
Okay, so there's not a date yet for the exact date that the Premier League's going to start. I would love it if you started watching, Brodney, because I think that the NBC crew that does the games is a really good crew. They're really good. Rebecca Lowe, who is on Fox as one of the studio hosts, is the studio host for the NBC's coverage of the Premier League, and she's really good at it. And we've got Robbie Earle and Robbie Mustoe on NBC, the two Robbies, and then we also have Tim Howard who comes in along with some others. It's really good. I think the coverage is really, really good, and the only problem is the games that start at, well, it'd be 7:30 your time. That's 6:30 a.m. my time. Those are the games that I can't watch. Those are the games that I'm just like, I'll watch the replay. Because I'm not getting up at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Not happening. But, yeah. Premier League's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, so. Most of the games would start at 10 a.m. your time or later. 9 a.m. on Sundays. But every once in a while, they'll get scheduled at the noon kickoff, the 12:30 kickoff in England, and it's just like, I can't get up that early. I'm sorry. I just wish that MLS was something I cared more about, because then I just don't care. Like, I have my team. There's one in Denver. It's the Rapids, Colorado Rapids, but they made it so hard to watch because it's all on Apple TV now, too. And you used to have to pay for an MLS subscription on top of your Apple TV subscription. You don't have to do that anymore. Now it's just part of your Apple TV subscription. But I don't know. It's just annoying. I can't hear what Pochettino's saying. Hang on. I gotta turn this up. Mauricio Pochettino, the coach of the U.S., was saying something on the thing, but I didn't hear it. I don't know what's going on with the volume on the computer. It's all over the place today. We'll be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, to watch Canada and Bosnia with our favorite Canadian, Ryan Christensen. Well, one of our favorite Canadians, Ryan Christensen. And then back again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, to watch the USA and Paraguay. So join us for that. I don't know who's going to be on the stream with me for that one yet, but are you going to watch that one with us tomorrow night, Shug?
I don't know yet. Maybe.
Okay. I think Justin said he'd be here for it. I think. So.
America. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I said you might be there to watch the American game tomorrow.
Should be.
Okay.
I might get amped up for that one. I might have started remembering that that's not necessarily the end.
Rodney says, welcome back.
Thank you, good sir.
We should be getting to the end of halftime here.
Yeah, it should be pretty close.
Yeah. Thanks again for everyone who's joining us. Osmond saying the problem is the players in Europe are so much better. We are slowly catching up. We need our own Messi. I don't know if we need our own Messi. We just need... I think we need to improve our training of players here. Because, like, a lot of these kids go over to Bayern Munich, another team in Germany, somewhere in Italy, something like that, when they are... like 18. Like Chris Richards. Justin, you'll like Chris Richards. He's from Alabama. And he moved to Bayern Munich when he was 18. And he's developed over there in the European system into one of our best defenders. When does the transfer window open? That's a good question, Brodney. The Premier League transfer window opens on June 15th, and it'll close on September 1st. So, Monday? Tuesday? I think it's Monday. Monday. Yeah, Monday.
Yeah, I guess I would agree that, you just got to pick it up here where it's like at home.
Yeah. The problem, I think, is that they tried to invest so much in AYSO, which is the American Youth Soccer Organization, and they've literally taken a game that you were talking about earlier that is so simple to play. You just need, like, some shoes and a ball and maybe some nets, and they've made it really expensive and priced a lot of people out of having their kid play youth soccer. I think that's a problem with youth sports as a whole in this country, but it's definitely a problem with youth soccer. And then they want you to, if your kid's really elite, they want you to send them to the IMG Academy. And, not all the parents want to do stuff like that. If your kid can get a passport to a European country, then they can make a transfer over to Europe pretty easily. Or... it doesn't necessarily have to be a European country. It could be like a South American country or something too. Brodney says he's got to see if his new temporary favorite player, Bradley Barcola, ends up with Arsenal. I would love that if that were to happen, but I just don't know if it will. I don't...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, if I was in charge of the American Soccer League, or, like, soccer, like, trying to get, like, it built up here more, I would actually put more focus on, like, the universities and try my best to build up, basically make college soccer like college football is for the NFL.
See, the problem with that is that by the time these kids reach college in this country, a lot of teams around the world where they could go and play with better players and learn will say they're too old.
Well, I mean, I would say, like, I would have special rules for soccer, obviously. Like, whereas, like, if you're playing for, like, college, you could still play for the international team. Like, it wouldn't hurt your standing.
It's not about the international team. It's no, unless you're talking about like a club in internationally. But the club wouldn't allow that. That's the thing. This is, I believe it's corner here for Czechia. Yeah. So,
I mean, no, I was just saying, like, if the colleges, like, it would be okay for the players to go play for the United States whenever they're doing certain things.
oh yeah, well that, and like if the U.S. wants to call up a college player now, they can. It just doesn't happen because we have so many players at the professional level now.
Mm-hmm. But with NIL and the way college players can be played or paid now, it might be a thing. Maybe like the families, there'd be more players that would actually jump into the sport because like a lot of parents, even if they're 18 or 19, doesn't necessarily want to see their kid go like abroad.
A lot of these kids are going abroad much earlier than that. 15, 16, going to academies in Europe. But that's kind of what you have to do if you want to be a really good player. Like you can go through the MLS route. MLS clubs have their own academies now. Yeah, like Brodney says, if a player is good enough, they won't be playing in college at that age. They'll be in a pro league somewhere.
Like how early can they play in a pro league?
I mean, we had a player for Arsenal this year playing at the age of 15. Oh, great
damn,
save.
double save.
Double save. Yeah, we had a 15-year-old play for Arsenal this year out of Arsenal's academy. Lamine Yamal was playing for Barcelona and Spain when he was 16. If you're good enough, you'll be in the first team. That's the thing about soccer, is it's not really an age limit thing. They've got to manage you more if you're still young like that, so that you're not playing every week and things like that, and your body breaks down too early. But
yeah, that is a little weird, but like not everybody's a superstar, but that doesn't mean they can't become one.
That's true.
So I would still like kind of build it up here as much as I can. And then, yeah, you're still going to have the best of the best, maybe like travel. But like I said, the more that you get behind the sport and to be able to be really good, the more you're going to have. And like some families, no matter how good their kid is, there's probably some great people. There's probably some great kids that can play soccer super well, that's good enough to be on one of these international, like United States or whatever, teams. But they never get to find it because like nobody wants to have their kid leave at that early of an age. I mean, obviously there's some exceptions.
Yeah, that would probably be they go through the college system and go to MLS and the MLS Super Draft. I wish they'd get rid of the MLS Super Draft. It's stupid. It's dumb. It makes no sense in the world of soccer. The NWSL, which is the women's professional league, just got rid of their draft. And so players coming out of college can decide where they want to play. They get offers from teams and they decide where they want to play. And I think that's the better way to do it. A little early to be asking us to vote for player of the match.
I think it's number 2 for the Koreans.
Yeah, I know you do. Sonny, that was not weighted. That ball wasn't weighted enough. South Korea doesn't have, like, a striker. Son is, like, playing, like, a false 9, which... He's not a striker. He's like a winger. But he's playing as the striker. And that could be a problem. Brodney feels like it's just a matter of time for Korea. Yeah, I kind of have that feeling too, but Czechia's had some chances so far. I know, you do not want the Koreans to score, Shug. You have made that very clear.
It's a matter of time before the Czechs score.
It might be.
There is something to say about teams having so much possession and so much of the ball and just not scoring and not scoring and not scoring, and then their opponent scores. That happens a lot in soccer. So, Suchek
like
with
baseball,
a foul.
like,
so
it's kind of like baseball, where you like. It's not all about like how many hits you get. It's about hits in a timely fashion when runners are on base that can score.
Yeah.
That's one of the problems that like Auburn's baseball team just had. Like they could get runners on second, third, all this stuff, and then they'll end up screwing it up. Nobody gets a hit or whatever during those prime times. So just like in soccer, the Czechs can get like a good scoring opportunity and capitalize on it, and Korea has all these times and never does.
Yeah. Getting too comfortable, then getting caught with a counterattack. Exactly, Brodney.
But see, I don't like that, man. You got to be aggressive. I mean, I understand doing that at some parts of the game, getting a little better feel, but we're past halftime right now. We can't be happy with a 0-0. Let's go in there. Let's try to get a goal. I think Czech needs to open it up.
Yeah, but 0-0 today would put them both ahead of South Africa in the standings.
True.
And that's something you got to think about. Even though we wouldn't like it as just like observers of the game, we want to see some goals. It might be the best outcome for the teams. Strange but true fact is that a team has never won the World Cup when they're being coached by a foreign manager. So,
who do we have as a coach?
We have Argentinian Mauricio Pochettino. Very good manager. Not sure how he is at the international game entirely yet. This is his first tournament as an international manager, but he's a very good club manager. Other teams at the World Cup that are big teams that have international managers are England. England has Thomas Tuchel, who is German, I believe. And Brazil has Carlo Ancelotti, who is Italian. Portugal is coached by Roberto Martinez, who is Spanish. So it'll be interesting to see if that still holds, because a lot more of the teams are going with international managers now, because oh, that's a great pass. Oh, great save.
Goalie. What a goalie. Look at this guy out here.
That was fantastic.
Putting everything on the line. And I mean everything.
Yeah. That is Kovar. Matai Kovar is the
That's one thing that America's
Czech
always
goalie.
kind of had, is a really super great, like, athletic goalie.
Yeah, we have. It'll be interesting to see who is the goalie for the U.S. when they play tomorrow night, because we don't know yet which one of the 3 goalies we called up it's going to be. I think it's going to be Matt Freese, but it might be Matt Turner, because he's got tournament experience before. I don't think it'll be Chris Brady. He just got his first cap the other day against Germany, so it's one of the 2 Matts. It's just which one is it going to be. Let me look at the possession stats again. Yeah, Korea's got 59% of the possession. It feels like more of it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
But Korea is up to 302 accurate passes. Oh, excuse me, 305. It just updated.
Uh-oh.
And the Czechs have 163.
Oh, look at this guy dribble down the thing. Here we go. Leaves it out there. Oh, come on.
Better to concede a throw in than a corner. Oh, that guy just missed getting a touch on that. Oh, Infantino's come over from Mexico City. There we go.
What?
Goal for Czechia.
What did I say?
Awesome
what did
throw
I
in.
say? What did I say? Let's go,
Yeah.
Czech!
That was a fantastic header. Who scored that? Krejčí? I think Krejčí scored that. It is
KBBQ all night, baby.
Is that number
Let's go.
22?
Okay. No. Number
That's the
22 is
first-
Suchek.
That's the first goal in 20 years, right, Adelia?
This is their first game at the World Cup in 20 years. So yeah, I would think so, yes. Ladislav Krejčí. He's 6'3". He's on the left side of a back three, so he plays for Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League.
I mean, that's one of the better throw-ins I've ever seen in my life. That was better
Yeah,
than a
that
corner
long
kick.
throw in, yeah.
But also at like 6'3", that's a game plan on here when you're playing a shorter team like that.
Yeah. I don't think the guy in front of the goalie is really interfering with him. I'd be surprised if VAR overturned this.
Is that what they're trying to say?
Nope, they didn't. VAR didn't overturn it, so it's 1-0 to the Czechs.
Let's go.
I don't know who VAR is,
That's
but he was about to get his ass whooped.
Yeah. That's what we were just talking about. Getting too comfortable, too much possession, not doing anything with it, and then get hit on a counter-attack that turns into a corner or a throw-in, and boom, 1-0 to the Czechs.
See, to me, though, this will be a fault. And it might pay off for, like, Zach right here. But a fault of mine is, like, you fall back right into... You got aggressive. Good things happen. And now you're kind of falling back into the thing, like, we're going to wait here. I would... Let's go a little aggressive. Like, the worst thing that happens is some crazy play happens and you get your game tied. You're still in the same position you seem like you were happy with at 0-0. That's what I'm talking about. They were a little aggressive there. They pushed it up. It didn't work out.
Looks like Czechia is about to make some changes. Yeah. There's plenty of time left. There's over a half an hour of this game left. So...
Number 5, I think definitely's got to come out. He's got the really big bald spot. I'm going to assume he's pretty agey. He's probably going to have to get substituted.
Number 5 for who?
The Czech.
That's a foul.
He's got onset male pattern baldness going on.
You have no room to talk.
Hey.
First change is for the Koreans. Hwang Hee-chan is coming on. He is more of an out-and-out striker than Sonny is, so that might be a good move for the Koreans. But we're gonna get this Czech free kick before we get the Czech substitutions, apparently. That's foul. Much better refereeing performance from this referee so far, I will say. He hasn't made himself the center of attention.
That's a big.
They're supposed to
19
take no
plus.
more than 10 seconds to get off the field once their substitution's been announced. I think they're taking more time, but this ref's just not making a big deal out of it.
It looks like they kept the wily veteran, number 5. He's still in the game, I think.
Who's number 5 for the Czechs? Oh, Vladimir Kufal? Yeah. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. We're up to 487 subscribers now. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Trying to get to 500. Appreciate it. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you? It costs you nothing. Helps us out.
Yes. See, I like that Zach guy pushing it on the goalie right there.
Are you saying Czech or Czech?
Czech. Zach. The Republic. But them getting more aggressive, it looked like better things has happened instead of just sitting back in your rocking chair over here. I mean, eventually you give Korea like 15 more chances to score a goal. They're going to eventually get one.
No, the Czechs are playing this well.
We had an impromptu band out there in the crowd.
That happens a lot, actually. Oh, That's the equalizer from the
I can't
Koreans.
believe-
They called offside.
See, but this is what I was talking about. This is what I brought up not long ago. Czech was being more aggressive. They were keeping the ball at least like more towards the middle of the field or even on the Korea side some of the time. And then Korea finally pushed it back across the midfield. And they got right back into that thing of like standing around, running up a little bit, not even trying to really pressure the ball too much. And guess what? There you go. And I'd call that a fluke. I'd call it a fluke goal. That thing was moving so slow, I might could have called it.
It was moving slow, yeah.
That ball was moving slower than smoke off shit in the wintertime. I ain't gonna lie to you now. That's some slow shit. Now, what could that player have done now? If that defender would have got there, he could have kicked it, right?
He could have kicked it away from the goal, yes. And he gives up on this, I think, Krejčí. Yeah, right when he realizes it's going in. So that not too early. But Rodney can't believe that went in. Sometimes it's the fluke goals after you've had all that possession, so... This has been a really good game.
Yeah, definitely better than the other one. Like I said, just like we kind of predicted what would happen possibly with like Korea and how they were playing, it's the same thing. Like I kind of predicted here with the Republic. Like, come on, guys, stop letting them get so deep in your territory and not even trying to get the ball away from them. You're just kind of letting them pass it 10 minutes, lull you to sleep, and score a goal.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we play this way to be more defensive and more comfortable, but it's
That's
like, you know,
a free kick.
You know what's more comfortable to me?
What?
The ball being on the other side of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go this way.
I guess
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's the hydration break. So here we go with the commercial break. I guess I'd say it's not a fluke goal. It's just it was moving so slowly, Osmond, that you would think that Krejčí would catch up to it and kick it out. But I guess it had enough speed on it to go in. But it's not a fluke goal. It's not a fluke goal. Fluke goals or own goals or something like that. That's a fluke goal. This isn't a fluke goal. It's just...
Yeah, I mean, I just called it that because how slow it was going. It's like most of the time, if you barely hit the ball like that and it's going at that speed, you're never going to make a goal. Not like 90% of the time. That I called it a fluke because like the way it happened, because the goalie had already kind of put himself in that position and all that stuff where he was at, that could actually go in. Most of the time, you hit the ball that softly, it ain't going shit. Right? It's not having a chance to get in the goal.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Rodney says that dude got his ankles broken. Yeah. A placement goal. Yeah, if he placed that goal. But yeah.
I can see it being called both ways.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just saying it's not a normal goal. Whatever you want to call it. Placement.
It's not a normal strike. No.
It's not a fluke because the guy actually did, like, he had to still strike the ball. It happened to be in the perfect place at the right time and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
At the moment to be able to become a goal.
Mm-hmm.
But my son used to kick a ball harder than that at 5 years old. I mean.
And we're back.
I'll be honest with you. If they're going to do this, they should not let the coaches get in there.
I mean, they can't prohibit the coaches from coaching. The coaches coach while they're standing on the sidelines in the middle of the game. So.
Yeah, but like what you were talking about earlier, like getting that full 3 minutes is like lets you get your point across way easier.
Yeah.
And that does make the game difference, right? Like,
that's why I said these hydration breaks have like turned it into quarters. Like, you had a bad quarter, you get 3 minutes to regroup, and then you can go out there and go in the next quarter. And I hate it.
And why don't they do this in some? I know in some of the other places, maybe there's not like in the world at this time of year. Maybe it's not as hot or something like that. Obviously, according to where they're at, but it's like most of the World Cups, I don't see them do this.
They don't. That's the thing. It's just this one. Some of them will have hydration breaks, but not like uniform in every match where commercials are aired during them. Like, it's super annoying, honestly. Ooh. This weird in contest on the possession charts. It said 10% every time, and I... Ooh. That hurts. I don't think we've had a yellow card in this game.
Nah, I would have been mad if that one would have been a yellow card. That was an accidental step on the foot.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been a yellow card, but I'm just realizing we haven't had a yellow card in this game, which is refreshing after the game we had earlier with the 3 red cards. Osmond says it's a good game so far. The end could get exciting. I agree, Osmond. It could. Got about 15 minutes of normal time left. Oh, the goalkeeper for Korea has looked a little nervous in the last few minutes.
See, the Czech here, they just like gave ground to that guy. All they did was back up the whole time.
Yeah.
Put some pressure on the dude with the ball, man.
Yeah, like no one's putting pressure on the ball right now. They need to press.
As soon as you do that, like you ended up you got a goal earlier.
Mm-hmm. See, they pressed there and they got the ball back. Thank you, Osmond.
I agree with him.
That's a foul. Yeah, Warren Barton with a great point there. If you don't mention the officials, it's a great game. I think that stands for any sport. Yeah. We have a 6'6" Czech striker on now.
Yeah, home dude's like watch for the head.
No, he's positioning where he wants the wall.
No, I saw him point to his head. I mean, that might be what he was doing too, I guess, or maybe it just looked like he was pointing at his head. But either way, it would be smart for him to be reminding them also, like, yo, dog, we got a 6'6" motherfucker out here.
Yeah.
He's like way taller than everybody. He could probably jump.
And there's another goal. And that's Thomas Suchek.
That's what I told y'all, guys. I told y'all the most valuable player, 22.
Are they calling it offside? I think they called it offside. So we might have a VAR check here because they will double check if he's offside. Yeah, he's offside. Yep, he's offside. So we're still 1-1. Yeah, it looks offside. I agree, Osmond. Yep, offside. Who's the ref for this game? I don't even know. Let's see. Amin Omar. I don't know where he's from. That was a great move. Oh. Oh, that was wonderful first touch there. But right to the goalkeeper.
Can they do like a punt, the goalies?
Yeah, they can kick it long if they want to.
No, but I'm saying like drop it from their hands and kick it.
No. No. Oh, we gained another subscriber. Thank you to whoever's been subscribing. We're up to 488 subscribers.
Nice.
Oh!
They got it in.
They got it in.
Because the Czechs
South
wanted
Korea.
to just let them play on their side of the field all day long.
Yep. Let's see, who scored that? Yeah, the substitutes have made big impact for the Koreans. Very much onside there. That was great. That was Oh Hyeon-gyu. Gyu. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with these names. Yep, that was wonderful. Very well done. Yeah, there is. There's lots of time left. Still 9 minutes plus stoppage time. Oh, that was a nice move from Kufal.
Oh, I couldn't believe I didn't hear a whistle right there.
No, he got the ball. He got the ball. He just said something very not nice there.
Yeah, get out!
He said, "Get up, you fucking something." I missed the end of it. Oh, what a save.
That'd be a corner kick.
Yeah, corner kick.
Can you choose to like throw it on the corner kick, or you gotta kick it?
No, you gotta kick it. That's why it's a corner and not a throw-in.
Because I was gonna say these Czechs might just want to throw it.
Why do you keep calling them the Czechs?
Czechs. I just grew up always saying Czech Republic.
That's a foul there, I guess, in the box
What?
somewhere. Look at this save. Oh, that's a great save. Yeah, it was a great goal, Ferris. And we got another Czech sub here. Throw in for the Czechs.
How far can they actually run up with the ball like that?
A few yards. Some people push it more than others, but oh, Pavel Nedved, Czech legend. Oh, he's the director of football for the Czech Federation. Okay. One of the things I will say about the Czechs is they have come from behind and in forced penalties. There will be no penalties after this game, but I believe they came from behind and forced penalties in both their games in the playoff that got them here. So
It just seems like your fortune's going to favor the more aggressive team, and the Koreans have been way more aggressive.
yeah, absolutely.
Pretty much all game long.
Absolutely.
You got to play to win, not play to lose, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've never understood that.
Fortune favors the brave. Oh, that was a mistake, but it worked out. Yeah, that's a good point. They took off the guys that have pace in the midfield, and the Czechs don't really have that emphasis and that drive through the midfield anymore. Again, thank you everyone who's joined us for the game tonight. Appreciate all of you for watching. If you would please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, we'd really appreciate it.
Heck yeah. But I will say for the South Koreans, number 2 has played some really good defense all game long.
Hi, Jay. Thanks for joining us. Osmond says this is fun. Jay says you got it. Appreciate it. Oh, that's a wonderful ball.
Look at this. Oh, come on. Took too much time.
He did. He took too much time.
He's still dribbling out here, but now finally, come on. That has to be the perfect time to go all the way down the field. Why are you going to get even? Going to pass the ball even across the field, let the other team's defense get all the way back. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, they slowed the pace down because they don't have anybody in the midfield with any pace anymore, so they don't have anyone to drive through the midfield on the counterattack.
I'm guessing pace is used for, like, speed.
Yeah. Yeah. See, and they're in this position now where they're just passing the ball back and forth, side to side. It'll go forward, then it'll go backward. Now they're back in their own half.
Yeah, bro, this is not the way to win games right here.
That was a better ball, but it went straight to the goalkeeper.
No, you can drop it out of your hands. That's what that guy just did.
Yes, when it's in play, not from like a dead ball situation.
Okay.
You can do that.
Who's ahead?
That's a good crossfield ball, but he's too much on it.
I thought that board was said 8, but I guess it just meant 6.
Yeah, 6. 6 minutes of added on time here. We're into stoppage time. I agree with Jackie Oatley. This second half has flown by. Ooh. Head clash. You said that was a dive. And the referee agreed, because it's a free kick for the Koreans. All right, goal kick for Czechia. Got another 4 minutes. Here we go.
Oh, that was a nice pass.
That was a nice move. That was a nice move. Good save from the goalkeeper. Not enough power on the shot. That was a nice pass. Blocked. That's a wonderful ball.
Get there, buddy.
That's a goal kick. That was a big save for that goalkeeper for South Korea. That's a free kick. Don't think the Czechs like that call very much. There's a yellow card for kicking the ball away. That's the first yellow card of the match in the last few seconds.
Now, what was that for?
Kicking the ball away. That's a foul. Foul got called, and then he kicked the ball away.
Oh, okay. So kind of like
It's considered time wasting. So
yeah. Delay a game.
Yeah. And that's it. Final score 2-1 to Korea. What'd you think of the game, Justin?
This one right here was a lot better.
I agree.
You know, yeah, I think the moment of the game, or the key moment of the game, was when Czech thought they had that like header in to make it 2-1 on their side. I think they kind of got deflated after that. Korea came down, ended up scoring and getting their 1 point lead, and I just don't think Czech had anything left.
Yeah. Yes, Andy, you are correct. Korea already won. This game was much better. Was much better than the first game. And the refereeing performance as well, also much better.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't involved as much. But I mean, there were like, I agree that one referee in the first game, like, kind of probably put himself in there a little bit too much. But at the same time, some of the stuff he called, I actually kind of agreed with. So
yes, I agree with the red cards. They were all red cards, but the referee was being in the first game was against Mexico against South Africa was being pedantic about where people were standing on restarts and just calling fouls that sometimes weren't fouls and handing out yellow cards and putting himself in the conversation. This referee let them play. There were some hard challenges, stuff like that, and he didn't hand out, quick yellow cards. We got the one yellow card for time wasting at the end, and I think that was a good performance from that referee. There's the standings in Group A. Mexico on top with 3 points and a +2 goal difference. Korea is in second with 3 points and a +1 goal difference. Czechia in third with a -1 goal difference, and South Africa at last with a -2 goal difference. Andy says, I liked y'all's commentary, so I already subbed. Thank you very much, Andy. Be like Andy. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching right now.
Be like Andy.
Yeah, really appreciate it. We're up to 488 subscribers. We're trying to get to 500. I want to try to get there by the end of the weekend. This is the second of 9 watch-alongs we're doing between now and Sunday. So, really would appreciate you guys' support, and thank you to everyone who watched today. Really appreciate it. We're gonna get out of here because it's late where Justin is. It's late where I am, and
Damn right.
my back seized up about 2 hours ago, so I really need to lay down. So
you can barely see my wife back there eating M&Ms or some shit. That's the bag she's picking up right there. I thought it was her foot at first. I was like, what the hell is she picking her foot up there? And then it was
the M&Ms. Osmond says, just think this is only the second game. Lots more to come. Thank you. Andy says, I hope you get to 1,000 by next month. That would be phenomenal. And Brodney says, really great show. Y'all have a great night. You have a great night too, Brodney. Thank you once again to everyone who watched. Thank you, Justin and Shug, for watching with me. And we will be back tomorrow with Canada-Bosnia at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. See you then.